using co-design as part of our work in the NHS Widening Digital Participation programme, and we found it really successful in making sure that we design products and pathways that really meet people's needs. Many people have asked us about it, so we thought we'd share our approach in a video.
Co-design as a concept is quite simple. We go to where people are and we try and understand people. Instead of designing things without them, we try and include them in some stuff, trying to figure out what actually happens in their life, what do they trust, what do they do day to day, and we can design things around that to really satisfy their needs.
There are 6 important elements to co-design in health.
First of all, you need to engage people, and they're not going to be engaged if they don't understand something or it doesn't seem right for their needs or their purpose.
So it's listening to people, it's being observant, and then it's being able to tailor something specifically for that group or that individual.
We ask them a bit about what they do for their jobs, if and how they relate to each other, and what they want to get out of the project, and get everyone's ideas all in one place from the very beginning.
One of the things I learnt from trying to do digital inclusion a couple of years ago with a Pathfinder, the Good Things Foundation, was that you need to go to the people. And in those days, which is about 2 years ago, we expected people to come to us.
So we don't sit in the office, we go and visit people. It might be in a social housing scheme or an Age UK centre, or where they're living in the street or underneath a pier in Hastings, for example. So we go and we have conversations with people, really. We spend time with them, we see them, where they live, where they spend their time, and where they travel to within their communities, and we understand their context.
The more we can get to where people actually are, the more likely they are to interact with these things and to improve their life and to make their world a bit bigger.
It allows the opportunity to hear and listen to unique perspectives, and also at the same time it encourages collaboration.
You have to be prepared to talk to people about what they want to talk about. Those things like, I need to get this done, I need to get it done quickly, you have to park for a while you build a relationship.
Our job as a patients association is to help them overcome the fear of technology. And once they embrace digital technology, they can do all kinds of things automatically that they used to struggle to do.
We ask them some really informal questions. We might do some focus groups or some one-to-one chats, whatever people feel comfortable with. So that's some of the users, but we also do, say, some stakeholder meetings. So we might get loads of people in a room, in a local area, that have different roles.
To make co-production work, and this is where the real benefit is, the people you're co-producing with own the results. And that makes it more robust. And it makes it easier then to share what it is you've learned.
We take all them user insights, as we would call them, but it's just stories from people. And then we get a load of stakeholders together. So these would be local commissioners. And we say, here's what people think, here's what people need. And then we can use those stakeholders to design a methodology to implement some stuff and try it out, and if it doesn't work we can change it.
When the question comes, and how do local people feel about this? Well, the answer, this is what local people say. And if you like, I validated what local people say.
We did some work in Stoke. Nationally there's a 4% drop in people attending breast cancer screening, right? What we did was have a look at what's happening, and there's loads of reasons to fall out of that. So I'm a bit nervous ringing up, or it might be uncomfortable, I just don't know what to do with these things, so I just put my letter in the drawer and I forget about it. We spent some time with some people and we figured out, why don't we just try doing some Facebook activity? So make a group on Facebook, put some videos on there, really quick, simple stuff, but have access to the mammographer. So these are really simple, elegant solutions to problems that have sort of hounded them for a couple of years. The only way we could do something as successful as that is because we spent time with people and talked to them about, why isn't this happening? Or what do you do in your life? How does your life work? What are you scared about?
It's important to go ahead and just do things. It allows you to really think creatively, and I think not allow sort of other barriers and challenges coming your way, because the only way we will learn is through experience, and I think the best way is just to go and do it.
Let's embrace it. Let's go do it. And let's make a positive difference to everybody's health and well-being outcomes.